What's up, guys? Doing something a little different. Some time has passed. Today we're not going to be working on the Chevelle. We're going to be working on the Daily. She's having some issues. And I got a lot of parts here, so let's see if I remember the YouTube video I watched on how to do all this stuff. Not a thing. So here's the issue. It's all front end related. I've got bad control arm bushings, probably bad wheel bearings. I didn't even buy those. Bad CV axles, bad inner and outer tie rods, stabilizing bars, whatever other front end parts there are. I don't know. I got all kinds of stuff. I ordered some kits that come with all kinds of doodads and all that stuff. So I'm just going to try to throw parts at it. It's the best way to fix a problem. So let's get right into it, I guess. I still don't know what I'm doing. So a lot of my issues are mostly coming from this side. The lower control arm bushings are completely shot, so we'll show you more whenever I get this thing jacked up. But basically my wheel is traveling, I don't know if I can do it with my hands. Hear that? It's not supposed to do that. It's wiggling back and forth as I'm driving. And I've gone through several different tires thinking maybe it was alignment related. And then whenever I went in to check it for alignment, it was actually not that bad. So I figured, whatever, who knows. And then just kind of ignored it, as you do with dailies. You know, she gets us around, but she's not a show car, nothing like that. It's all right. We'll be fine. But anyways, it's causing problems now. I'm sick of dealing with it. At this point, I would consider this dangerous between the CV axles and now these, all the, rattling and all that stuff. It's more of a danger for other people too, so it's time to do something about it. So I'm going to get this front end jacked up real quick, and then we'll have a closer look at the issues we're running into. Okay, I got the Pittsburgh 3-ton. Too much jack, but it was on sale, so I had to have it. Let's get her up, get some fans underneath of her, have a look at what's going on here. Are we lined up? Oh, hell. I believe we are. Where's the rest of my jack handle? Oh, I gotta get that. That's too strong. Here we are. Slide this puppy in. I got this for later. Is it gonna stick there? Yep. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get her up. Let's be safe about it, because we're not on a level surface. Get a little sketchy, a little dangerous. Real quick. I about laid this car over last time I jacked it up. It was just a little too sketchy. Oh, yeah, like that. You hear that? That's a good sign. You want to go until things start to pop. Nah, she's fine. Okay, we have liftoff. I'm gonna get a stand under here and we'll get the other side up. Come off all the way, you devil. Get off there. Yeah. Those orange lug nuts. Wearing the tires isn't too bad. It's kind of wearing on the middle outside versus the inside like it was before, so I don't know. Got bad wear. These tires need to be replaced anyways. It's gonna leak every once in a while. But there's one side off, so let's get you in here and let's have a look around. Okay, so here we are at the rotor. Front end, whatever. If you take a look back here, those bushings are absolutely done. Cooked. That's where a lot of our clay's coming from. I'll bet you we've got a blown one up there too. Yep, sure do. And somewhere down in here, yeah, right there. Little mushroomed. I mean, they're probably not all three totally done, but they're done enough. CV axle boot, gone. See you, buddy. Bluetooth, I guess. So, inner and outer tie rods. I don't know, all that front end steering junk. I just hope we get this all done. I got a lot of stuff to do, okay, man? It's really dirty in here because I hit a raccoon and busted my liner thing out, and instead of just getting her fixed, I just took the diagonal cutters and snip, snip, snip on the side of the road. Had to get home. So I'm gonna get this all busted apart right quick, and then we are going to get started on all the fun. It's good practice whenever you start doing stuff like this, especially like steering and all that. You just kind of want to wet some things up. A little WD goes a long way. Do the same here for the caliper. Yep. Yeah, that's all right. Don't even know if you can see that. Yep, get them all wet. I don't really know what else to wet right now, but I'll just go ahead and start spraying stuff. How about it? We're not taking you off, so I don't need to get that done. Maybe you, I guess. Yeah, sure. Yeah. If not, if I don't end up taking all these out, then, you know, it'll just wind up unexpectedly deleting itself. And that's all right. That's part of life, you know? Now I'll spray these things. Spray the dang steering stuff. Yeah, yep, see if I can get you in there. Yep. Nice and wet. Smells good. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna have any trouble coming out. We'll go ahead and just give you a little spritz. And goes for you back yonder. Yep, yes, sir. Let that stuff soak on a little bit while we pop off this caliper and take this whole thing apart. Maybe a little more for you, actually. You're just looking at me a little funny. Yep, that'll do. What I think you are. You got 14. Sorry. 14? How'd I know? Didn't guess. You know, oh, come on, get off there, you son of a gun. Sometimes you gotta take care of the dailies. You gotta. They get you around while you're messing with your projects and stuff. So I mean, it's okay to let them go a little. You know, you can't fix everything. Not everything's got to be mint, but I mean, it gets to a point where stuff starts getting unsafe. Dangerous, not even just for you, just for other people. That's when things get a little more serious, you know? I hate to have your wheel come off doing 65 mile an hour and, you know, hit somebody else's car or something like that. Just would not be a good day. And the only bad days we want to have are the ones we can't avoid. You know what I mean? If you can prevent it, shoot, why don't you? Oh, hey, there's a big guy on there. What the heck? See, 24? Nope. 21? Nope. Need like a 22 or 23. Do I have one of those? I ain't got one of those. 22. 22. Come on, show me the money. 22. I'll take it. Yes, sir. I didn't even juice you up, so hopefully you just come right loose. Yeah. Nope. Maybe you need a little juice, a little persuasion. Yeah. It's best to open your mouth when you're spraying stuff like this, because it definitely won't make it in there. Yeah. Get off of there. Okay. Nope. Didn't like that. Get on there. Okay, well, new plan. If your hand can't do it, your impact might. Could. Let's see, what do I want to use? Yeah, loosen. Come on, get in there, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just needed persuaded, that's all. We could all use a little persuasion once in a while, you know? Perfect. Okay. You come on out. What the? Why are you so short? I don't think I've seen him so short before. Am I missing another one? I am. There's another big one down there. You got to be kidding me. Well, that was easy. Everybody needs one of these guys. These are cool. Get off of there. Oh, we can check on our brake pads that are probably non-existent too. Oh no, there's like a millimeter of life left in that puppy. All right, we'll hang you up here to drive for a little while. Come on, get your hind end up there, buddy. Nope. Devil. What am I gonna do? Nope. What other resources do I have within reaching distance of this thing? Dang, you just come apart too. I could just take that out. Why don't I just do that? Yep. And maybe hang you up there. That's just a headache waiting to happen, but I'll just jam it in the spring. That was easy. Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and get this guy off here. You're big though. What are you? 24? Heck no. You got to be kidding me. Heck no. standard. What are you?
1 inch.
Nope. Yep. I'm sure I don't have anything bigger than an inch. That's what she said. Oh, devil, my pants. Ooh. Not good. All right, so after my most recent misfortune, I've cracked the code. To not get your pants filthy, dirty, and ruined, wear black pants. My wife bought me this whole box of gloves too. So I wouldn't get all gunky and nasty and get the house all yuck. So, mind you anything? I'm wearing gloves. I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck to do about this big guy. I don't have anything that big. Because I got to 24 or a 1 inch. And it's just not gonna do it. Can I get, no, surely not. Can I get you on there? Maybe? Am I tough enough? Yeah. Oh, it's just gonna turn the whole thing. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're in park. Why are you turning? Is there any way to stop that from doing that? Hey, if I want you to stop doing that, what do I gotta do to make you stop doing that? Because you're just gonna turn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. What do you spin on? Oh, CV? Can I hold that? Maybe? Man, am I tough enough to do it one-handed? What would Derek do? What would Derek do? Okay. Nope, not gonna work. More of you. May not help, but it ain't gonna hurt. Probably. Let me sit and ponder. How do you guys break these off? Okay, found this great big old guy. Don't know where I acquired this. I don't know where you even freaking get sockets this big, but it's a 1.5, and that's way too big. So I've got to get back to studying for my Google University doctorate and find out how people take these off, because I've never done that before, so I don't know nothing. So it ain't about doing it right, it's about getting it done. I'm gonna figure it out. All right, so here's the scoop. Here's where we're at. We need that 32 millimeter for that guy right there. I do not possess one, nor do I possess a socket close to that size. So I've got to throw this thing back together, drop it down, go to the parts store, pick one up, come on back and redo all the work we just did. So I will be back in a microsecond for you, but in like an hour and a half for me. So, yippee. Disregard that. We've been saved. The wife is on her way home. She's gonna swing into the parts store and pick it up for your boy. So we're doing all right. We're doing just dandy. So I'm gonna go pop over to the other side and get it to the same place and get stuff soaking so that it's ready to go for whenever we are. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. All right, wife just got back and we just got her taken off. Freaking 32 millimeter socket. My goodness. They're busted loose though, so I guess it's time to move on from there. Good morning. Yummy. It's the next day. Had a lot of people coming over and didn't really have a chance to film, but we did get a little bit of stuff done. So let me show you before we get started. Here's the side that had the most progress. It's really messy because of all the fighting and finagling, but control arm's been replaced. CV axle's been replaced. I haven't done tie rods or none of that yet. I got to do that and just button this side up, but one of the hard parts are done. Gonna have to do a half sort of alignment and tighten everything up. I mean, you can see these bolts ain't snugged up and stuff, but that's where the last few hours of the day went before it got too dark to work. And let me tell you, that was not easy. As a not mechanic, that was not easy. But ball joints seated. CV axle's good. Control arm bolts are in. And they're snug. I got them snug. Yep. So I'm just gonna have to learn how to do an alignment today, button up this side, and then repeat the process on the other side. All right, took the wire wheel, cleaned things up a little bit on the knuckle. kind of tried to do strut shocky stuff. I was like, yeah, whatever. Replace stabilizing bar. Now I got to do the inner and outer tie rod on this side. Replace that boot there. And then I think we're ready to get everything straightened out, torqued down, and swapped to the other side. I think we're almost there. I'm kind of running out of parts here, so I'm going to get started with all that stuff, and then we'll move on to the other side. Okay, so I've got the outer tie rod end out. It's not in bad shape. I counted. It was 13 and some change spins off of here. So I just got to remember that when we throw all this stuff back together. But the new one looks a lot better. So for this, the inner tie rod end, this, what is it, a rack and pinion bellow something or another. Just take this little ring off, and then if we look all the way back in there, there's that clip. I got to get that broke free. And once I do that, I can pull this boot off and then get the inner tie rod end replaced. And that'll be it for this side, I believe. So I'm going to work on, I don't know, taking a pry bar or something. I'm gonna get that busted loose real quick, and we'll get that off. Okay, so the inner tie rod is a pain in the butt. Getting that thing pulled apart, because you need a special inner tie rod tool. I obviously don't have that, so I thought, you know what, I'm just not gonna replace it. That's not good, but I can't get it apart, and I can't go to the parts store to get tools, because I ain't got time for that. But then my giga brain kicked in, the crescent wrench. So what I did was, I put this on, because it's got grooves like a nut in the back. Just get it on here, however the heck it was. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me get this on there. So it's sitting something like this, right? And what I did was I took my jack's handle, I poked it in right here, and then I pried against the body of the car and just busted it right loose. So if you don't have an inner tie rod tool, do not fret. There's a way around it. So I'm gonna get this pulled now, and we'll get the new stuff all thrown back together and wrap this side up, finally. Unfortunately, didn't record near as much as I wanted to, but if we take a look over here, this side's on, and if we walk all the way around, this side's on. Went ahead and got it all done. There wasn't much else to show. It was just kind of reassembly after that, and I got it back together. So let's check alignment. So if we look down the side of the car, steering wheel is straight right now. You can see that's got a little like inward toe or camber or whatever the word is. One of those. And if we come look at this side, down the body, you'll notice that one has a little as well. So if we look at it side, you know, kind of along this way, you'd think the wheel was turned just a skosh inward. And if we look over here, you'd think there's just a little skosh turn inward. And that's not good. So I got it all thrown together. Now I have to get it back up and adjust my tie rods to suck the left side of that wheel in a little bit on both sides. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll be done enough to get to an alignment shop. Yippee! Okay, got the wheel back off, and you can see we did the sway bar end links, inner and outer tie rod, brand new CV axle. It's all snugged up. I got it rough aligned now. Got a new hub nut, is that what you call that? Axle nut? Whatever, it's new. It's all torqued down to spec. Had to do lots of Googling. The control arm. It all looks really good, so that's how you do all that. Well, sorry for the abrupt ending on that last clip. When that was recorded, that repair was done and stuff, we had a lot going on that day. Birthday party for a niece, and had a lot of people in and out, and we had just moved into this house, so we were still working on unpacking, and it was just a really busy time. I just kind of slipped that repair in, one, because I needed to. That video was recorded over the course of a weekend. I had to have the car up between a Friday into the next Monday so I could get it in for an alignment and then get back to work that next week. So I had to get it done. So I figured if I'm gonna make a video, I gotta really, bust my tail on it and get this done and bust it out. So I didn't get to record as much as I wanted to. But the car's doing great. All those repairs went well. Took it to an alignment shop, got that done. I've been driving on it for a little while since then, a couple months, give or take. and it's been great. So, you know, she's good to go. Driving better than the whole time I've owned it. Stability wise, you know, handling wise, it's pretty good. I mean, it could use new struts and all that, but those aren't totally done, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But you gotta treat your dailies nice. That's the whole point of the video. It's different. It's not the Chevelle, which I obviously want to be working on, and there are a lot of big things coming up for that. Expect to see at least a short on the channel kind of teasing that, because we've got some cool parts in that I've been wanting for a while. Managed to get a screaming deal on it down in Arkansas, so expect to see that here before too long. But I just wanted to close the video out, tell you all what happened, not just have some crazy abrupt ending, you know, just for the sake of it, just to, you know, not be lazy about it. Try to make half decent videos. It's like I said, it's not as in-depth as I would have liked. You could see throughout the video that less and less stuff got recorded, but I had to get it done. I didn't always have time to record. I was kind of testing around with stuff, trying to get everything done, and you know, so it just went together how it did. I still think it's a good video, so you know, hopefully you all agree. And if you do, I don't like doing this, make sure you like. The videos have been doing great. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you guys for watching the videos and listening to me blabber on and waffle around trying to figure stuff out. And I know this is a little different. You know, if you're used to seeing the Chevelle stuff and that's what you're here for, totally understand. It's coming back, but you got to take care of the dailies, all right? You got to. It's not fun. It's all different. For some reason, way more complicated and annoying, but it's doable and it's got to get done. So make sure you're taking care of your dailies, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Get to work.